Please don't fuck nothing up, Jimmy.
No, I'm just moving why.
All right, so look, real quick, I hate to be that guy.
All right.
But you mind putting that over here?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We live.
We live.
Let's go. All right. Let me turn. Yo, Distractiveness podcast, baby. Hold on, I'm not even in the video.
We in the building. Shout out to the homie Lowski.
We in this thing, bro. Making sure we set up Jimmy. Hold on, we gotta get Jimmy in the video, y'all.
Yeah.
I might have to get a little closer to Jimmy over here, man. I gotta scoot up a little closer to Jimmy. Jimmy got scoot.
Scoot next time, Jimmy.
What's happening? What's happening, man? We in this thing. What's up, boy? Recording live from Atlanta.
Georgia.
Let's make sure we good. Two things on here. Everybody share and retweet, baby.
We live on Twitter too.
We live on Twitter. We doing call-ins. Everybody share and retweet.
Y'all already know it.
Distractiveness podcast, baby. Let me see what. So while we do that.
It's a group of college students educating ourselves,
Studying.
we're in a better place for our lives.
Get stuff out. We in this thing, baby. Got the merch.
Distractiveness podcast merch is now available exclusively at paulineworld.com. Y'all be sure to get up with our boy Frenchie. He has what you need. Shout out to Frenchie.
Strategies podcast is where it's at.
How y'all doing? It's been a minute, y'all.
Been a minute.
It's been a few months. It's been a hectic few months, as
You guys know it has been a very, very great time to be a foundation. Like, you guys know our podcast revolves around truth, activism, and family. Got the homie Lowski in the building. He's out here handling some administrative work. And we got all the way from the great state of Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys, in Waffle House. We got the one, the only Jimmy the James. How you doing, gang?
What's happening, people? What's going on? Distractiveness podcast. You already know how it go down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
Distractiveness
live.
podcast. Make sure you, get you a shirt, man. Get you a Distractiveness podcast shirt. You gotta get one. They fit good. They feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real good. Distractiveness podcast 2025.
There we go. The shirts are exclusively available at paulineworldglobal.com. Be sure to hit up our guy Frenchie. That's my guy, the Arkansas guy, stand up. Blue Pig Suey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lil Rock. Shout out to Force Smith. Shout out to Helping West Helena. And those beautiful women from Marvel.
And feel free to look. If you want your shirt, get your Distractiveness podcast shirt. But make sure if you need something customized for them,
You're very creative. The designs come out real good.
you're very creative. The designs come out real good. It's good quality t-shirts. Go ahead and get you something. He's real creative. He's a brilliant guy. So just make sure you tell him what you want. You know what I'm saying? Just tell him what you want, and you're probably gonna get it. Come on. Hey, but look, I want to do something else right now. Shout out to Duck because Duck got the training program. Yeah, I want to click this button right now. I'm not gonna show you my phone because I want to reveal my information. I'm about to buy his training program right now. Pay. I'm hitting the button right now. Shout out to Doug. Everybody, if you need some extra bread, if you got a good job like me but want to make some money on the side, go ahead and sign up for the training program. Don't be lazy. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to figure it out. Buying a training program, I'm about to get it popping. This is what we need to do for the FBA family.
We are live, undisclosed location. None of you blowing iron up on us, getting put on the t-shirt and shit. Not to distract us, way. We're in Atlanta, Georgia right now. We are in the LA of the South. We are in the holy mecca of all things nigga. And we are doing some super nigga shit. We set up. We kicking it, bro. We having a lot of fun. What's up?
Yo,
You know how we do it, man. You know how we do it.
the official FBA Conference 2025, baby. We talking about all this.
is not no.
It's a real 5-star show, by the way. This ain't no Motel 6. We ain't on that shady shot shit.
Hey, showing payment successful.
Showing the payment successful.
No, it's not. It's not on. Payment
No, it's
successful.
not on there.
Yeah,
Saying
done.
just about the training program.
Saying
All
just
my
about the
royalties
training
for that.
program.
Done.
All my royalties.
You know how it's gonna be. Yeah.
All my royalties for that. Done.
All my royalties. For
Damn, you used to use my code. Yo, Doug, hook me up.
Yo, Doug, hook me up, man.
But yeah, no, but no, jokes aside,
But no, jokes aside.
how's it going, family?
How's it going?
So, you know, we do talk a lot of
We
stuff.
do talk about stuff.
We enjoy ourselves.
Enjoy
But at the end of the day, we do drop a lot of information. And one of the biggest things that we preach is family. In order to have a strong family unit, you have to be able the ability to support that family. And what our brother Duck has done, he's put together a training course that allows you to have financial freedom and independence. That way you can feed your family without all the stress and work. So be sure to do like Jimmy, lead by example, and take the course. Buy the course, take the course, enjoy it, make some money, and then come back and teach others how to do it. So each one teach one. So we have to enter in this entrepreneurial state so that way we teach our children to pass this on to their grandchildren. It will become an exclusive entrepreneurial class. So thank y'all for that. But yeah, shout out to Goddess Soaps. We love Goddess. She's an Eagle fan, as you can see. We did paint the studio Eagle green. She has yet to show up. So our next stop may be Philadelphia. Shout out to Tommy Wilson. So Jimmy, man, what brings you down here to Atlanta, John?
Man, I
I
want
wanted to take this podcast serious. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show it for you guys because I think that y'all are some very brilliant guys. You know what I'm saying? I like to say that in person. I like to be a man of my word. I gave my word, so I wanted to actually come out here and keep my word, for real. And as men, I think we should do that for our families. Keep your word. And the families, I'm not gonna ask no questions and making no game, but I just think it's 3 positions of the family. It's the most respected, loved, and the most important. The most respected should be the man because the man's gonna keep his word. The man's gonna do what he's supposed to do, provide, protect all of them, everything. So the thing is, I think he should just simply be respected for that. That way, you know what I'm saying, it'll motivate him to keep going. The most love should be the woman because I don't care, especially in the black community, the black woman cannot be outloved. I think you cannot outlove a black woman. You can try harder as you want, but she's DNA wired to love. That's her job. That's why she's the nurturer, the educator, and she does it out of love. The most important is the children because that's the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was a tag. Mm-hmm. And back on the children, man, that's the most important because that's the fruit you bear. And if you really walking what you're talking, the children is going to display in them. You know what I'm saying? To get them to follow what you leading, that's very important. You know what I'm saying? That determines the value of what you're doing as a man. Not keep it at that. So, Distractive Podcast, though, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate that, man. You know, Jimmy has been a supporter from the start. We give a huge special shout out to everybody who supported us. We've done what we can to make this right. With myself and Lowe's getting extremely busy. Just kind of take care of some family issues. Not family issues, but just family business. So we decided to come back. I wanted to bring you guys something actually special. So what better way than talk to our good friend, Jimmy? And it's oddly enough, we do spend a lot of time speaking to people on spaces and other social media apps. But you actually get to connect and meet these people. You see that they're the same genuine person they are in these spaces. It actually means something. So even with the brief time we spent, it's not only my second time actually meeting Loski in person. It's always a vibe. Jimmy's definitely a vibe. So this has been chill. I've been enjoying myself. As you can see, we're drinking some good stuff. You know, we're chilling. We ain't gonna show it to the camera. They're not a sponsor. So shout out to ParlayWorldGlobal.com. Shout out to Goddess Soaps, the official sponsors of the Distracted Podcast. Get all your merch at ParlayWorldGlobal.com. Shout out to French. I'm sorry. Also, I want to say we have a very special conversation today. Me and Loski are going to drive up here to talk about things that we can do to improve Black family. And one of the things he was really harping on was education and teaching entrepreneurial spirit. He had a space today talking about the Google courses, and that's the way of the future. It doesn't make sense to spend a lot of money send your kid to a 4-year degree, get a 4-year degree, end up in debt for the rest of their life, where they can go directly to the company. Google has a course. When they will give you the course, you pay for the course, you take the course, and after you graduate within 6 months, they will have you a job. And they know you're certified because you took their course. So, and that has been an idea I've seen a lot of people floating around for a while. I think Ben Shapiro floated that a while, saying that instead of just sending the kid to 4-year college, why don't you hire him right out of high school and focus on the country? That would make the company so it can be groomed for that specific company, and they can adhere to the culture of said company. So I do think we have to get ahead of the curve, especially with these H-1B visas fines that Trump is throwing out. This is a golden opportunity for us to take advantage of that and become the new class in tech. Our brother Benji and Losi were saying that we repurposed a lot of these HBCUs and schools in the South and made them technical institutions, and they could churn out the next generation of tech people. So we have to look at where we can catch a break. Um, um, in basketball and football, we always have the saying that says, take what the defense gives you. And white supremacy is lacking. These people have made a mistake. We need to exploit that mistake far better. So we'll pass it off to my guy, Jimmy, see what he has to do about that. I know Loski's having the technical side on this. A huge shout out to him. I think we're about to go live. This is a Twitter thing, right?
Yeah.
We're about to get a Twitter one up and running right now. So while Loski does that, I want to give another huge shout out to
Huge supporter of ours. Very huge supporter of ours. We would not be anywhere else person. They mean a whole lot. It's not just me, but the podcast.
Huge shout out to our good friends over at Goddess Soaps. ParlayWorldGlobal.com. We keep talking about that. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to one of our unofficial sponsors, Chick-fil-A. Shout out to them. They kept us fed.
Shout out to
GoddessSoaps.com for lotions, and I got her body butter, for the men. It's it keep you moisturized, keep you from being ashy, but it don't keep you extra greasy. It's like the perfect balance. And shout out to Parlay World Global for being able to come in clutch so quick. Like he was able to do it so fast.
Oh, yeah, live on YouTube too?
I ended it on Twitter, but it's still going there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I noticed there's echoing, so I gotta mute my mic every time I'm not speaking. They said a different type of mic. But if you wanted to cut it,
We're about to get some topics. We're about to get some
I cut
topics.
you that. But so we about to get to some topics a little bit. Shout out to the homie Loski. He's getting all the technical stuff together. But I do want to say, right, as people in this, what's up?
I think you're trying to test it.
Yeah, as people in this space, we have to remember that this might be a lot of y'all first time hearing us. You know, I just kind of stumbled on the page. Maybe your family and friends shared it with you. But me and Loski, we met on Twitter Spaces, and I noticed that he was a very competent person, pretty smart guy. He knew what he was talking about, and obviously from there we kind of clicked because you don't really see that many competent people on Twitter like that. By and large, you don't really see that many competent people on Twitter. So when you do see somebody, it's like game recognized game. And we decided, all right, let's do a podcast together. So our podcast is about sports, culture, and politics. And I just told 2 truths and 1 lie. We don't really talk about sports. But it's about culture and politics. And it's kind of how they merged. That's kind of what we do. So we discuss sports, discuss culture and politics. And I think that's the way everybody's headed. And politics has been so infused in everyday culture, you kind of have to be up on it. So I'm going to give a huge shout out to another one of our former guests, Miss Sunny Johnson. Tomorrow is her birthday, so we'll be taking a shot for her. Here's to Sunny, man. Thank you. We love you. Many more. If you're not subscribed or following Sunny on Twitter, please do. You can see her on SiriusXM 125 The Patriot every Saturday at 2 p.m. Every time that beach drops. All right, so waiting on this YouTube link to come through. But Jimmy, how you liking Atlanta so far?
Atlanta's great, man. Good people, good vibe, man. Just wanted to touch on, man, like the confidence and everything, man. Like, look, get around some people that you know got some good sense. I'm older than these gentlemen, man, but I respect the competence they got. You know, it's nothing wrong with sitting back and listening, man. I talk about it all the time. Sit back and listen, man. Get some game. Sometimes you and that person might be like-minded, man. So just get with them. Like you say, they got together, started a podcast. Why not? You know, when it comes to the Google thing he was talking about and the training, go ahead and get some extra training. Go ahead and do something that's going to be practical. Something that's, like you said, the Google program, 6 months, and they got a job for you. The thing is, like Brother Tariq would say, that the universe is the best teacher. That's why they name colleges after the word universe. The key word is university, is universe. So let your life experiences be the best teacher. So my thing is, I could tell you got a lot of life experiences because you got out and actually did something. The books and everything you read could be a reference point. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And so I just think that, you know, being experienced, and even if you are smarter than the next man, sit back and listen to somebody that you might think is not smarter than you or whatever. But it's like, it's good to do something practical. And the thing is, the key in my opinion to actually dealing with the children is you have to introduce them to new information ahead of you and be ahead of your time. Because if you're going to train them to be the future after you have to introduce it to them beforehand so they'll know what it feels and looks like and sounds like, whatever. And this is where wisdom comes in. You see what I'm saying? Wisdom usually has a safe zone of securing your future or whatever. And basically just looking out for the future of, you know, you and your family or whatever. That's why I think the children are the most important. Not just to bear the fruit that you're giving out and all the game you're putting into them, but it's just that if you can get them ready for something, they can start working for themselves and learning for themselves. You basically teaching them how to fish. You see what I'm saying? And they can be like these brilliant guys here. And the most important thing you could do for especially a young black male is to teach them how to take care of themselves. And if you teach them how to learn on their own, they'll be unstoppable. And you don't have to tell them nothing. And the thing is, it's like this. We got a lot of rebellious people these days. I'm a natural born rebel myself. But the thing is, the young rebels got to understand that the rebellion is just a spiritual thing. You gotta show the young people that it's better to have the torch passed to you versus snatching it out the elder's hand. And the thing is, if you snatch it out their hand, you basically sending a message saying, I don't need you no more and I don't want you no more. And you're kind of burning your bridges. But if you let the elder pass the torch to you, they can fall back and be a consultant to whatever you're trying to do moving forward. All great leaders, warriors, kings, whatever you want to call them, however you want to decorate them, they always have a counsel, somebody that they can consult with, somebody that they want to listen to. Keyword, want to listen to. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, I just think that everything going on is good to get behind it, learn it, and pass it on. Because when you pass it on, you start getting in a legacy. And that's the most important thing when it comes to people, a nation, and an empire, is that legacy and passing it on. But we got to be competent enough to accept and apply the wisdom that come with that. What's up, Dan?
All right, people. We appreciate that message, man. Very wise words from Jimmy and Daniel. Appreciate it. We got the Charlie Kirk Memorial. All right. We would like to serve this here. All right, you know, Chocolate City. We got the Charlie Kirk Memorial that's about to start in the. I believe it's about to start short. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? What do you expect to happen at the memorial? I don't know if Trump is going to show up or not. Hopefully, we expect it. What's your overall thoughts on the situation that's going on right now over there? How do you feel?
Say the best for last. I think whatever they do, they better do it indoors. Okay?
Oh shit, chill.
No, for real. You better do it indoors.
You got some bums over here?
No, I'm just saying. This is a situation where I think
Oh yeah. Okay.
they better do it indoors because the thing is, look, black people, let me start from where I really want to start at. We should actually be neutral in that situation. If you want to celebrate his death, go ahead, but I'm neutral because this really ain't got nothing to do with us. So the thing is, I think that they should do that indoors because just from a neutral standpoint, and you from a law enforcement, military, everybody from a shooter standpoint, if you see somebody just got hit for 200 yards, that's What, you, what happened?
No. I just want to keep going. But go ahead.
No. Yeah. Whatever. Correct me, please. My bad. If I don't want to miss. But what you call it? Being that what happened to him at his memorial, I would do the same indoors, just like when they tried to shoot Trump, the inauguration and all that was indoors. It's just about being smart, you know. But we should remain neutral. But the thing is, his memorial, they say Charlie Kirk Day is supposed to be on the 14th of October.
Well, we got right now, they barricade, they got like huge gates surrounding like the premises, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is all been reported out. So people are talking about how rowdy it's getting. It looks like it's going to be
Insurgents or maybe
some violence that might go on. So people are looking at that, you know, kind of sideways, kind of crazy. Just keep an eye out right now.
so. Honestly, I look at it like this. Unnatural loss of life is unfortunate under any circumstance. So I don't look at it as a laughing matter. The funny part is not in the actual death; it's the irony of how it happened. It's like if a piano player gets killed by a piano, that's the funny part. Like, oh, the piano pushed your button instead of you pushing the piano buttons. That's the joke. Charlie Kirk was a man who drifted off Black Death. Now I don't think making fun of his death is a funny thing to do, but I will say it's something that him and others in his ilk routinely mock the deaths of black people. They routinely did a lot of things. And I think it's really interesting that as soon as the chickens come home to roost, everybody wants to act like it's off limits. But now it's time to see how edgy these edge lords truly are. Because they love pushing it right up to the edge of appropriate racism. Now it's as simple as got shot. And it's truly unfortunate. A natural loss of life is unfortunate in certain cases. And it's really sad that, his parents and his children and his wife will have to live life without him. But they do have those memories. I'm sure they had fond memories of Charlie Kirk. No one had any more fond memories than Candace Owens. Candace Owens.
Bro, I can hear the bottle.
Yeah, that's why I cut the volume all the way down. Then you put it on camera.
I heard the cork.
My bad.
As you can see, we have a lot of.
I don't want to get y'all stuff.
No, you're good. You're good. But long story short, I think it's an unfortunate situation. However, it is poetic justice, and I don't think it's sad. I don't wish death on him. I think because there's no coming back from that in my Biggie Smalls voice. So I just will say, hopefully him and his family find peace. And to Charlie Kirk and his family, from Allah we come, to whom we shall return. Peace be upon you, inshallah. But that's all I want to say to him, man. Hopefully his death is a shining example for everybody to uphold free speech and not censor everybody who says something that they disagree with. Talking to you, Republicans. It's consequence culture.
Absolutely, bro. Yo, they asked Trump yesterday. That Kirk had made previously about, freedom of speech. And Trump's response was, that nigga ain't saying shit now. That nigga quiet now. So, man, I ain't got no issues with Kirk. Trump said, fuck that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we moving on. Business as usual. That was yesterday. So I was talking about yesterday. We building a new building on the East Wing right now, so look forward to that. That's what Trump said. Shout out to Trump.
The thing about Donald Trump is we have to respect that he's always been a man focused on the future. He's been a visionary. He called this from the jump. He said he was going to be a dictator day one. He was going to do what he had to do to get all the felonies and the illegal people out. And he's been doing that. So it's not like him to dwell on the past situation. As he once put it, I don't cry over spilled milk. Rest in peace to, what's the guy's name? Forgot his name. I'm not talking about Kirk. I'm talking about the other guy. John McCain. Rest in peace, John McCain. Trump said he got captured. I like guys who weren't captured.
I love captured. That's some real shit. It happened. Why we celebrating people that got captured? He got captured because he squealed. How did he get free? You know what I'm saying?
And in fact, if other than representing free speech, right? Because see, the comparisons is the thing that confuses me. And if I could ask y'all, if you're gonna compare somebody to MLK or anybody like that, right? You know, MLK, he did things. What did he do, Jimmy? He walked down there in Selma. He did his thing. He had Stokely Carmichael right by his side. A lot of people don't know that.
Right?
He went to Chicago and got hit with bricks. Right. Illinois, wherever it was. Am I wrong? Chicago. He went, and this is the thing.
Young Patriots way.
That Montgomery boycott, that bus boycott, was something that really said a lot of things. Because we're dealing with delineation right now, and we're showing the power that it has to stick to ourselves as FBAs, Black Americans, whatever we want to call ourselves. Right. So the thing is, if you look at it, what did Charlie Kirk do for anybody other than himself? I heard you were saying that, you know, everything he was saying, you know, First Amendment.
He turned Candace Owens out.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you look at MLK, you can take something from his life, something from his work,
Right.
and
Him and Candace Owens.
Right around this shit.
I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but what can you take from Charlie Kirk life, apply it to yourself, and do better?
I know what I can do.
Dr. King life and take apply it to my life and do better.
I would say so. I do think that when it comes to Charlie Kirk, they're very important things to look at. Charlie Kirk had a vision. He started Turning Point USA. He was a visionary. Turning Point USA became a better version of what the RNC is supposed to be. However, Turning Point USA, as many know, was starting to lose a lot of its steam to the Warriors and the Nick Fuentes situation. Mm-hmm. He wasn't able to keep hold to it. So what you started to see inside of that, it was like a infiltration of it by the Warriors. And they don't like Israel. And so you started to see a lot of the anti-Israel sentiment come out. Now, I'm not saying this is the reason why Kirk was killed. But what I'm saying is this. Charlie Kirk, for all of his things that he did, I'm trying to find a good way to say this. His entire base was built off white resentment towards groups. So be that H-1B1 visas, be that black people, it was built off of it. And he would do this thing where he would highlight the most egregious sounding statistics about black people. And he would push that narrative to say that we have a black person problem. But when you look at those numbers, you look at the exonerations, you look at the actual arrests and convictions, you see that black people are not nowhere near the numbers he said. And Charlie Kirk is a man who's smart enough to know that. So we have to understand, he knows this, and he's still pushing this. He is biasly pushing a negative narrative to harm black people in America. It's propaganda. You know, you take a look at those actual numbers, you look at what they've been doing on the white male side, the mass shootings, the incest, the arsons, the kidnapping, rape, the murder, all that. They've been doing a lot of that stuff, and they do it at a higher rate than anyone else. And I do think that it was really sad that he lost his life, but he spent a better part of his life stoking white people's fears of black people and being murdered, when it turns out it was a white man who murdered him, which, statistically speaking, was the most likely to happen. Most likely to die auto accident for white men in America.
All the things him and
MLK got him coming is they got shot by a white man.
Ain't that something? But and the thing is, along with that, you know, free speech is your right. It's the First Amendment. My big cousin used to tell us all the time that everything is a presentation. It's how you do it. Okay? The thing is, if Charlie Kirk had a positive message to black people, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure that the black community would rather you hand it to them versus throw it at them. Correct me, because I might be wrong. But what solution? Not just identifying a problem. What solution did Charlie Kirk have for black people?
Charlie Kirk, the thing is, I think we have to actually look into it. People like Charlie Kirk and his ilk, they don't actually mean to solve a problem. They mean to talk about a situation to distract from another problem. Case in point, his last words were gang violence. Well, he was talking about, they was asked about trans mass shooting in America, and he immediately deflected gang shootings.
gang shootings.
Well, let's be clear on this.
Well, let's be clear on this.
Although there are
Although
gang
there are
shootings
gang
in America,
shootings in America,
those are,
those are,
whether we like it or
whether we
not, there's
like it or
reason
not,
behind
there's
it.
reason
There's an
behind
issue,
it.
there's
There's
a
an issue,
conflict.
there's
The
a conflict.
conflict may
The
be
conflict may
stupid,
be stupid,
but there's a
but there's
issue
a
behind
issue
it.
behind it.
However, when it comes to these Caucasian males shooting up schools and shoot, there's no reason. They just do it. And they write these manifestos and go viral. The guy that literally shot him is crazy. Literally put a meme, catch this fascist. Like, that's a meme.
It's a reason, bro. It's a reason, dog. He feel like he need to get rid of the motherfuckers. Some told him, I need to get rid of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, these crackers, they just around. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Goodbye. You feel me? So I think they understand the same thing we understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see anybody dead. I do not advocate for violence. You know what I'm saying? I love white people. Okay? But what I'm saying is, it's something in their biological that feel like they gotta get rid of y'all. And if it has to happen, it has to happen. I think it's real. Like, that's just what it is.
Who got to get rid of who?
Okay, the school shooters, they feel like they need to get rid of the motherfuckers.
They got to get rid of white people.
That's who
They
they
go.
get rid of.
White on white.
The thing about it is, this is not Wilson's opinion. Let's be clear about this. This is what they're saying themselves. They write these manifestos out. They confirm what he's talking about. The guy said literally, when you, the trans person was just be clear. This is not our opinion. This is what they said. They literally said that these people need to die. It was a guy, and it was Catholic schools. They always target these Catholic schools, Catholic Christian religious organizations.
Unfortunately.
Too unfortunate. But yeah, but that's what they tend to do, and that's the sad part about it.
Well, no.
Stop for what? Shit turned down for what? But no, that's crazy, man. Because the thing is, all this sounds like a big case of self-destruction.
It is.
Because it's a problem, and usually correct me, man. Usually when it comes to self-destruction, it's a problem that somebody don't want to solve. So it self-destructs, it collapses. It's something inside of their community. It has nothing to do with us. It causes them, like you said, like you regurgitated, like y'all stated. If these people have a problem that they need to solve. And the thing is, a lot of people, now it comes to looking in the mirror. And then the thing is, from what I'm seeing from this situation, somebody looked in the mirror and didn't like what they see. I'm talking about them as a community.
See, I think
Something didn't make sense.
I think the issue with it is they're struggling. So if you take a look at the guy with this Kirk situation, he was raised conservative in a Mormon household, Mormon Christian household, right? And he fell in love with a trans person. And crazy enough, those ideologies clashed, but he still had those conservative roots where he knew how to hunt, shoot, track, kill, all that. So he took this conservative training and applied it with his newfound leftist views, and he became dead. Now, I had a neighbor back in the day, a couple of years ago, actually, and his daughter, who he put through college, by the way, we were out standing outside his house, we were smoking cigars, we were just talking about life, and she assumed that I was a Democrat, and so she was like, "How can you talk to him? He's racist." I'm like, "No, your pop's not racist, man. He's a conservative guy." And I was explaining to her, like, overall views are a lot different from how you view the world today. And she called him racist because he said he did not feel like a man should be called a woman, or women can be president. Now, I understand that. I understand you can say that that's a little sexist or whatever, right? But I don't think he's racist. I think he just kind of expressed his views. And she just went back and forth with me. And it's like, I'm listening to her try to convince me that the man who worked 40 some odd years to take care of her mom, built the house to live in with his bare hands, built the company, sent her to school, paid for her college, paid for her car, paid for her apartment. You're trying to convince me that this man is a racist and he hates you because he disagrees with you. But that's the level of brainwashing that these institutions do to these children. And the crazy part about it is when it all comes to a head, they don't know what to do. But you always go back to your roots. And this is what happened with the Charlie Kirk situation. although he did not like Charlie Kirk, conservative values teach you if something is going on that you don't like, you need to do something to change that. And what do you think his roots told him? How to shoot, how to kill. And that's what he did. So it's truly unfortunate at the end this way, and Charlie Kirk lost his life. Hopefully, no one else follows that example, and we can kind of go back to dialogue. Because this country is a lot better when we have dialogue with each other instead of actually shooting each other in the neck.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask a question. I hope I don't sound dumb. What's the difference in your opinion, Daniel, the difference between an institution and a university?
I don't. I don't know if you
No, because you said
I'm talking about institutions is there to conform your mind into something, to make copies of something, where a university is to expand it.
there you
So
go.
an institution, I mean, in the context of using
Yeah.
institutions area of mind, and then like a university is expanding. Assuming that's what I mean.
Because when you were saying that these institutions do to these people,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying, it conforms their mind or something, and that's why they fight so hard when they hear something like that you said from the dude, her dad was it?
Yeah, it was her dad. Her father was he's actually a good dude.
Yeah. And so that's just what I was hearing when I was saying that. But I just think that if you fast forwarding back to Charlie Kirk and all that, it's just that I think that we're trying to say that it's on the trigger. You don't. Okay, if somebody decides to do it, they just decide to do it. But at the same time, it's like after he's gone, they wonder why people are not empathetic. After he's gone, they wonder why people don't sway one way or the other. That's why I say we should remain neutral as Black Americans, is because the thing is, he provided no solution, which is my original point. And in not doing that, it doesn't matter what sat in his heart. The message he conveyed was these people were bad because of X, Y, and Z. But what's ironic is the people he spoke the worst about the most, from what I've been told, are not even the ones that pulled the trigger on him. And that's what makes this whole situation so interesting. Because in a memorial, if you showed up to the memorial, no matter what your skin color was, do you really even know why this man's life should be memorialized or celebrated? Because, like I say, what did he celebrate himself? What did he give props to?
I think it should be memorialized because it represents white on white crime. I think that this is a symbolization. A statue needs to be made. If a statue is going to be made, it needs to say white on white crime on it because this is another example of what we've been talking about this entire time. I think when white people.
My bad.
I think nah, for real, bro. It's serious. Like, okay, so I've been saying this over and over again. All right, when the white supremacists or whoever they are, I don't call it conservatives. I'm a real conservative. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The folks that call themselves conservatives, they don't know how to hunt, so you're not conservative. But anyways, all right. So when they go out there and they say these things, okay. White people account for almost 80% of DUI deaths in this country.
It's a lot.
Okay? You know what I'm saying? That is overrepresented in the white community. That is something that they need to deal with. That is a death. That is recklessness. You know what I'm saying?
Irresponsible.
Families lose their lives. Families and family members, whatever, lose their lives. People who have had a family member be a victim of a DUI driver can resonate with what I'm saying. All right? They're not going to discount and be like, well, that's not violent crime. No, you chose to get behind that wheel intoxicated. So, yes, it does. You know what I'm saying? That was your choice. It happened. Somebody lost their life. They don't count that in the FBI crime statistics. Okay? But yet, you know what I'm saying? But they want to go around and talk about it. Bro, did you know that the DUI deaths, they don't want to talk, but
Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me on yours?
Oh, hold on there one second.
All right. Real quick, I'm gonna have a technical difficulties right now. Can you hear me? Are we offline? It says we're offline. Oh,
You still alive? That's
Say I'm connected.
yeah.
Say I'm connected. Look at
It says offline.
Okay, it says singing.
You might have to wrap it up anyway. I'm at 14%. It's gonna die. You hear me, Lowski?
We're gonna keep going to that, but it's all right, I'm reconnecting into something.
All right.
Okay, so
You back?
I'm back online.
You back up. Mic check 1 2.
Nobody worried. We was getting into a great conversation. People want the conversation to continue.
But you were saying that the statistics of them drinking and driving was more than double.
That's just only drinking and driving. I ain't even talking.
It's facts, bro. Like, people brought it to my attention, and you cannot deny the facts. All right. So 12,000 DUI deaths a year. Okay. 85% about white men. Okay. That doubles black homicide. Okay. Well, actually, that doubles black shooting deaths. Shooting deaths also include what?
Suicide, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Who makes it? So majority 59% of shooting deaths in this country is suicide. Who do you think is committing suicide? Veterans.
Yeah.
22 a day.
I recently lost 2 best friends who are vets to suicide. So white people, I think our white brothers and sisters need to think about these stats before they throw it in folks' face. Before they what's the law? They need to be more considerate of who they're talking about, who they're throwing out here. Right now, we're in the mecca of Black America. Okay? We got this law over here.
No, come on.
We are alive.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Along with that, what I'm catching from what you're saying is because you're stating the facts, the numbers and everything. You mean to tell me they recklessness is more dangerous than hatred among black people towards each other?
Yep.
That's crazy. They ain't even started the hatred yet. If that's what you know what I'm saying? Right. Reckless meaning you know something had happened, but you do it anyway. That's reckless. You know something could happen. It might not.
It's called negligence, though.
And I'm not gonna argue. But my thing is, regardless of that, that's more dangerous. And they ain't even had hatred entered. So the thing is, the hatred. Right. So the thing is, the hatred they say we have toward each other is less dangerous than just them going out trying to have a good time or whatever. Just them being. Yeah. And you said black men. Not they ain't talking about the women.
You know, the crazy
You know
part
the
about this
crazy
is,
part about this is-
actually look at it.
Yeah.
The conflicts, right? The reason why we have a lot more violence when it comes to black men than anybody else is because we believe in solving all issues internally. We don't believe in going for outside help. That may be good. We believe in community policing. And that looks very different than the neighborhood. If you look at the gang violence situation, there's cause and effect for that. You may disagree with the cause and effect, but there's still cause and effect. Now, if you look at the recklessness, negligence of these drunk drivers. They take lives. Completely unprovoked act of recklessness that causes people lives and destroys generations. That that's something to be spoken about. Okay, we'll have a deeper episode on that.
Yeah, and lastly, he was saying that was the percentage of DUIs and all of that was just the white men. They even start talking about the women who drink and drive in their community. So the thing is, I just think that instead of blaming, we get just that accountability word. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more of a self-reflection. I think if they took that like they tell us to take it, we could all do better. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's just crazy, and I just think that if don't nobody take nothing from this today, man. Look, if you have a corrective way or a corrective message, whoever you send it to them in a manner to where you feel like you're handing it to them versus throwing it at them. And I think we'll all be better off as a human race, since they like to jump to that all the time. But as Black Americans, I just think that memorial thing, whether you celebrate or you don't, whatever, we should be in a neutral ground, a neutral zone, because this is their issue. That dude is their issue because they did it. It's not on us.
There we go.
You see what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with us. We should be eating popcorn, seeing what they gonna do. And that's just, that's my opinion on the whole matter.
I couldn't agree more. Truly, I think it's okay for us to have empathy towards the situation. I don't think we should be the ones fighting that fight. So long in American politics, anytime there's injustice, they call upon us, foundation of Black Americans, to assist them with whatever. And for the most part, we answer that call. I don't think this is the first time in a very long time they've seen us not answer the call when they need help. Because we looked around and we said, no one answers the call we need help. When Black folks marched for civil rights, everybody got a piece of that pie. And we actually were the last people to benefit from it. So that being said, it's one of those things where we have to actually take a look and ask ourselves, are we doing ourselves justice by putting everybody before us? And see, if we're not, then we have to really, really, really dial that back in. So that's where we're at with it. So I'm gonna pass it over to Lowski, Jimmy. If you got anything else?
Yeah, I was just gonna say in closing remarks, man. As we close out, we started out discussing family. If you don't do anything else, go home and take care of that. Take care of your family, support your family. It's the most important thing.
Max, you don't take the same charges now?
And priorities. Take care of your priorities. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you walk in the straight and narrow to do whatever you can. Take care of your family and support them. Here comes a bunch of noise. But in closing remarks, prioritize your family.
Man, hold on, bro. Y'all trying to shut it down already?
But I was just saying, by the looks of things. Oh, yeah, we don't have to close it out. I mean, I'm good.
I can't. It ain't letting me. Okay. I'm trying to change the name. I don't know why it won't let me change the name of whatever I'm going live. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. I'm about to start interacting with the crowd.
Extractivist podcast, baby.
Trying to get us kicked out.
Kicked out where? He got the key. We're going to get kicked out and go to his hotel.
Technically, we're not now.
Yo, we're going to have to go live again in a minute because
Down for whatever.
I got rumble right, okay? For some reason, with this fucking app right here, it saves the last title to the last one. And once it gets reposted to the other ones, so right now on Twitter and on YouTube, it says Diddy's Trash. That's my last post. And I'm trying to change it right now, but it's not letting.
That is wow. So we have some technical difficulties. So, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
I was all good. So we haven't done it. How many did? So I came there. I forgot my laptop charger. My shit's gone. So if we do go live again, we probably have to use.
You gotta go again, bro. This ain't.
Yeah, we probably have to use Losie's laptop because he has his charger. My charger doesn't. It's an old laptop, but he gets the job done. So ooh, shit. Damn, we haven't been live. Okay. Did he case still? Really?
Man.
My shit.
Live right here.
All right, well, look. You about to see us?
Mm-hmm.
One second.
Either way, I'm going to take clip.
So we have
Billion times.
we have a huge shout out to the Distracted podcast. You see us? And a huge shout out to Goddess Soaps, ParlayWorldGlobal.com. Also to my good friend Keisha. Shout out. This shot for you, sweetheart. We still on YouTube?
Yeah, we still on YouTube.
Okay, cool. So she's
I'm just trying to change.
Copper got it soap. That's worth it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Copper
Get
got
you
it
some Copper
soap.
Goddess
It's worth it. I'm
Soaps.
telling you.
Shout out to Lotus in our Philadelphia Heels.
Copper got it soap.
They undefeated this year, ain't they?
You would me.
I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm asking.
They are undefeated.
They are
I'm a
undefeated.
Shout out
And
to
I'm a
you.
Cowboys fan, and me and her just, it's a huge rivalry. But flap.
Flat
Please, they undefeated, man.
They undefeated, man.
Sometimes playing against Jalen Hurts,
So I'm playing against
you see
Jason
the
Hurts.
game go the way it goes, especially when they
The
play your
way it
team.
goes,
So
especially when they play your team.
there it is, man.
There it is.
Strategies podcast.
This podcast.
You show love, even
Show
if it
love,
hurts.
even
I
if
say
it
love
hurts.
hurts. Jalen. Shout out to Jalen.
Shout out to Jalen.
Shout out to Dak
Shout
Prescott
out to
for
Dak
still throwing
Prescott.
the ball,
Still throwing the ball.
even though people don't believe in him.
Jared
Jared
Jones,
Jones,
we really wish he
wish
would
he
get
would
out.
get out of them. I don't know, man.
The Herschel Walker trade, that don't mean trade.
That don't mean trade Micah Parsons, Mr. Jones.
Saying this from a fan perspective.
Saying this from a fan perspective.
Don't trade Michael Parsons.
Don't trade Micah Parsons. Defensive players you don't trade when they good.
Okay,
Offensive players, okay, you can figure something out.
O-line, you got to keep that
O-line,
strong.
you got to keep that strong. O-line determines it all, in my opinion. No, I'm talking about.
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
Cowboys.
That's it. We about to read it.
That shit is over.
Your shit over?
Yeah, that shit's dead.
What kind of trouble you need?
I need like the